So are you a basketball guy?
I am.
You got your bracket? How's your bracket looking?
Oh, it's not doing too great early, but we still got all like the big teams. That's where the points matter, you know. So I usually like picking the upsets, and like the past years have been really good, but this year I'm kind of like screw the upsets. I'll just go for the big eight, I guess, the Elite Eight. So we'll see. I'll let you know next few weeks.
Did you pick Xavier? Do you remember? Because they were in a tough game, but I think they pulled it out.
Who'd they play?
Anyway, Kennesaw State. Yeah.
I think I picked Xavier. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I picked Kennesaw State.
I think that was good. So.
Yeah, I made that one. Luckily, I think I got UConn winning it all, but yeah, we'll see.
The important questions here in spring camp.
Yeah.
About basketball.
It's March.
So,
yeah.
So how are things going out there?
Good. Today I thought was a good day. Obviously, more short yardage, goal line situations, so not a ton of throws, but that's just really important. I thought when it mattered, and those were big situations, 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. I thought the offense converted really well, especially the ones. So proud of the guys.
Was there heavy emphasis on the run today?
Yeah, I mean, when you have short yardage goal line, usually you're going to run it. But we had, some good, like a PAT situation or like a 2-point conversion situation. We had some, and still some throws off it too. You're never just going to be all run, but obviously if it's 4th and 1, that's probably a good way of getting it. And we also had a 4-minute at the end. That's probably what you guys saw. So that's obviously you want to keep the clock running. So yeah, definitely more an emphasis on that, but just situations.
Is this your first day outside?
Yeah, it is.
How good is it to actually, be outside and practicing rather than being in an indoor?
It was nice. We were a little worried about the weather because all the guys were looking at it like, it's 29 degrees when we start. But it's nice to get outside. It's sunny. It's really not that bad once you get going. So, I thought it was nice to get out here and shoot right now. It's pretty perfect.
What were the objectives for the offense coming into spring, and how close do you feel like this offense is to achieving those?
Yeah, a lot of it's just getting guys reps and learning. I think you kind of see improvement with everyone and getting certain guys to certain places. And keeping guys healthy too. I think that's something that's an emphasis on. But again, I think just getting better within the offense and running it effectively. I think when you get in those situations, the ones you want to do well in, you learn from it, but also you want to execute. And I think we executed pretty well today.
Have Kalani and A-Rod named you the starter?
That's probably a question for them.
Well, do they lay out where you stand as far as?
I have a good idea where I stand. Yeah.
Is that where? How would you classify as far as if you firmly etch yourself as the number one guy, or?
I always see myself that way, but I don't want to say anything before they want to say anything. So I'd ask them, I guess. Sorry.
What do you kind of make of the run game with how much work the running backs were getting today, and kind of those guys in the backfield with you?
Well, I think.
What do you sort of make of the run game?
I think those guys have done a good job. I think also the D line's done a great job of giving us different looks and showing twists up front. I think the O line's getting a lot of good work in, and I think that's going to prepare us really well for next year. And same with the running backs. I think there's a lot of times where they do great and see the right hole, but some of the movement stuff, the reads are a little bit different. So it's definitely a bit of a learning, but I think they've done a great job so far. I think Miles had a huge carry at the end too. So I've been really impressed with those guys.
I'm glad you mentioned the defensive linemen because a couple of them that we've talked to have talked about the aggression of this defense. Have you guys noticed that on offense, how aggressive the defense is being?
Yeah, definitely. There's a few. I think one of the periods the other day, the defense got after us, and it challenges us, makes us better. And A-Rod always says, as better defense is, the better, because it makes us better, and we're gonna be a better team because of it.
We talked to Chase on Wednesday and wanted to ask about timing because I talked to him a little bit about that. That's so important between you and the receivers, having that timing be as crisp as possible. Where do you feel like that's at, and what needs to happen to make that improve? Yeah,
just reps. I think it's been really good so far. There's still a few routes, the double moves and stuff like that. Everyone's a little different, so you need a lot of reps with those guys. And I'm not saying that's where it needs to be by. Right now, it's not where it needs to be by first game, but. It's close and it's there, and we'll get better and better as the season comes. Not really worried about it because, whenever those guys want to throw, or whenever I want to throw, those guys are always out there getting reps in. So we'll get ironed out. But I feel like most of the stuff, Fessy has those guys so dialed in that makes my job as a quarterback easy. I know where their spot's going to be. I kind of just throw to a spot, and they're usually there.
So 2 weeks in, how's your comfort level as compared to day one?
Very comfortable. I think you know the offense. You can draw up on the board, but once you get out there, signals, bullets flying, it's a little bit different. But I feel like now. Kind of know the offense like the back of your hand, and it just gets easier and easier. Then, but yeah, I think by day 6, I hope most guys kind of feel like it's been pretty easy to pick up.
You've dealt with injuries in your career. I mean, how healthy are you right now, and what were some of the stuff you maybe dealt with last year that you were playing through?
Yeah, I feel great right now. I think last year I didn't deal with a whole lot. I think really just getting your body feeling good too. I think you might not have an injury, but throughout the year there's always something. Whether it's something in your back that's bothering you that, causes you to compensate with a throw or whatnot. But no, I feel great. I feel like the guys here, especially Doc Main and Colby and the strength staff, they all do a great job of kind of getting us right. So I feel like it's sweet. You can kind of come and be like, hey, this isn't right. Doc will just get you right. So yeah, no, I feel great.
What did Chase mentioned earlier in the week that you kind of established yourself as a leader on the offense? Like, how critical was that for you when you arrived on campus to establish yourself as one of the leaders of the program?
Yeah, it's important. I think as a quarterback, it's always important. You kind of run the offense, and if you're not a big presence, the offense isn't going to do well. So I think that's really important, and I think naturally, I like to have things in order and things done the right way. So I like communicating with those guys, and again, that's a big part of it. It kind of comes with the role, and if it didn't come naturally, you're probably not naturally a quarterback.
We were talking to Chase about the chess, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
the
the
enjoyment
chess
of
phenomenon.
chess in the locker room. Have you gotten into that?
I have, yeah. I play Isaac a lot. I haven't played Chase yet, actually. I'm not very good. I need to learn some openings, but once I get going, I'm fine. But me and Isaac actually went 1-on-1 yesterday, so probably need to play best of 3, see who wins it all. But yeah, it's actually really fun. I haven't played in like forever, but yeah, it's great. It's big in the locker room. Everyone. Not that if chess.com wants an NIL deal with the BYU football team, I'm sure we'd be happy to do it. Yeah.
But I asked him about this, but the benefit as far as how it applies to football, because there are elements as far as trying to look 2 steps ahead and just how chess applies to football. Do you see that, or do you even think about that?
Probably not surface level. The more you think about it, yeah, it definitely applies. I also think too, just getting with people on the team and doing stuff outside of football is always great, outside of practice. So, but yeah, both aspects I think are great.
I'm sure you expected basketball and chess questions, but
Yeah,
there you go.
no,
That's
it's
what
always
you
fun
get
to
today.
shake it up. I appreciate it.
It's a BYU